Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, all of that juicy goodness. We are here for a card pull. I'm going to open some sacred space with Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron. They're my two guides who I rely on the most. They always protect me. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Please bless my cards, bless me and my viewers. I was going to say I'll sage you guys up. Palo Santo you all up. Everyone take a nice big deep breath, drop your shoulders. Get ready for some yummy, delicious messages. All right. Let's see what we need to hear today. And I just heard, let's get a message from God, which is the Course in Miracles deck that I love. I mean, I love every single deck, so can't really go by me. I say I love everything. There are some things I don't like in this world. I just don't like to think about them because I don't want to lower my vibe. Okay, Course in Miracles deck. I call them messages from God. I just bit my tongue so hard. I'm getting good at, as soon as I mess up, if I stumble on my words, I'm so quick to recoup. So I don't have to edit because I don't care about editing as much. By grace I live, by grace I am released. Spirit is in a state of grace forever. Your reality is only spirit. Therefore, you are in a state of grace forever. So beautiful. By grace I live, by grace I am released, and grace is God. So we live by God's word, by the universe, by the universal laws. We work with God. God lives in us. God lives in everybody else. We're all one. So also remember, if you are having judgment towards somebody else and you are feeling frustrated by them, you're feeling irritable and you're just like, this person drives me bonkers, you immediately have to realize that there is a little bit of you inside of them. And you cannot harbor any kind of hatred or anger. You don't want to throw anything towards them or towards you in your body. You want to release and say, oh, wow, I remember I used to be like that too. And I'm going to offer some compassion, some forgiveness, and say, I'm going to give them grace. I'm going to give them grace and not judge them because I used to be like that too. And maybe they need a little support. Maybe they need somebody to listen to. And just because, here's a big piece. I just heard that someone might say, well, nobody listened to me and nobody gave me grace. There's no victimhood. We are stepping out and we're saying, everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves to be heard. And if we didn't get heard, then we were meant to have that experience because now we're going to better hear other people because we know what it's like to not be heard. So your path is so divinely led that you might not have gotten something so that you get really good at giving it in the future. At least that's what I like to believe. I like to believe I've gone through really, really hard things because it taught me what not to do. And now I can move forward and give everything that I didn't get. And everybody else will benefit. And then I feel good too. Okay, let's do an animal card. Spirit Animal Wisdom deck. I just got guided to do a little old school shuffling. Let's see what happens here. What do we need to hear today? Cut the deck in different ways. Divine Feminine, you are being called on to rise, the honeybee. It is your time to step into your truth, to speak your truth, to sing your song. What did you come here to do? What gift do you have inside of you that the world needs? It's time to start sharing it. It's time to get out there. And this just reminds me, I went on a walk today, as I do every day. I spend my time in nature and my phone died. So I was on my second lap around the little loop that I did, and I took off my watch, took out my AirPods, dropped my phone off in my Jeep, and I was like, done with electronics. It's just me and nature today. So I'm on my loop walking and I started to talk to my dad. I'm like, Dad, if you're with me, can you send me a sign? And then as I'm walking, my ego starts to conjure up, what's he going to send you, Michelle? Is he going to send you an owl? Because he went to Temple University in Pennsylvania, in Philly. And that lately, those have been the signs. He's been sending us owls. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll hear an owl in the trees. So I was like having my ear all peaked up and like, is that the right word, peaked? I had my ear all ready to hear something. And then a dragonfly flew by me and I was like, oh, I didn't really feel anything with that dragonfly. Then I went on 2 more loops, completely forgot that I asked. And this massive bee, this huge bee, it was like, it looked like it was cradling a nest or a hive. It was huge. I'm talking like bigger, the biggest bee I've ever seen. And it was wrapped around a hive and it was like falling down from the tree right in front of me as I walked. And you could hear the buzzing of the bee. And if you guys are on my channel and if you've been following me for a while, you know that when my dad passed, he started sending me bumblebees. And bees were our little thing because he used to wake me up in the morning and he used to buzz like a bee in my ear, just a very like soft little like bzzz. And he would just like act like he was like a little annoying bee trying to wake me up, but it was actually really fun and cute. And it was like the best way to wake up in high school, your dad being like calm and sweet with you and not being like, get the hell up. That was so not his energy, but bees are my sign from him. So I got communication back from him today on my walk and I was like, I just saw it drop and I'm like, of course you would come in with a bang like that. I was like, thank you so much, Dad. I love you. And now same day, I'm getting the bee card. So maybe this is a connected message. Maybe he's saying, Michelle, I see you rising. I see you sharing your gifts. I see you helping people. And I'm now supposed to send this message to all of you that I see you. Somebody wants to tell you that they see you sharing your gifts and you're doing an amazing job. And you're this beautiful bumblebee and you are spreading your honey out into the world and people are devouring you. They're loving you. They are just eating you up. So good job. Let's do some old school tarot. Rider Waite Tarot deck. Let's see. This is the original tarot. I'm loving the weather today. It feels like it was like a fall morning and now it's like summer evening. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. It just feels so good. Thank you. Wow. 8 of Swords. Somebody is tied up and looking like, here, I'll show you guys the photo. I was just trying to listen for a message. I just heard nowhere to go, feeling trapped. The swords represent your mind space. So somebody's feeling trapped and they're overthinking and they're like, I see what the universe is showing me and I'm either seeing my divine feminine or I am the divine feminine and I feel trapped in my life in some way. It's like, I know what I want and I know what I don't want, but I don't know how to make it happen. That's the energy I'm feeling here. Let's get another card on that. Where are we stuck? Where are we stuck? Career, relationship. Spirit, where are they stuck? If that's too many, that's too many. I'm going to take the top one though, because it says the Fool. And that was the first one I saw, which is a leap of faith. So somebody is needing to take a leap of faith, which has been the theme so much lately in all of my readings. So the Fool is ready to step out off of this cliff. He's very graceful and happy. And it's just like, I trust, I know the universe is going to have my back. And it's sunny, it's a graceful day. He's got a beautiful outfit on and he's just a fool. He's like delusional. He's like, I don't see anything in front of me, but I'm just going to step and trust that something's going to show up and catch me. Okay, so that's where we're feeling stuck. Somebody is needing to take a leap of faith. What can we do to motivate us to take this leap? What do we need? What advice do you have for our spirit? I'm going to shuffle this way and see if this works. Nothing's coming. We'll go back. Okay. Hanged man. Again, we got the hangman in another reading and the sun. Okay. Awesome message here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. They are wanting to come towards their sunshine. They're wanting the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe you are their sunshine, or maybe the divine masculine is the sunshine. But remember I mentioned the sun in this card? The fool is wanting to step into the sun. It's wanting to get out of the darkness. It's literally so, he or she is so tired of this. They're so tired of the darkness. They're blindfolded. They can't see anything. And they're just like, get me out of here. Untangle me. Take this blindfold off. I want my cool elixir, my beautiful, I want something to quench my thirst. I want to finally feel freedom. And that's the sun card. That's freedom. And the fool, when they take a leap of faith, they find that freedom on the other side. And the other card we got was the hanged man. So the hanged man is sitting there thinking and thinking and thinking and waiting and being like, when do I do this? I don't know how to do this. Somebody come do it for me. At least that's the energy they're giving me. The hangman has been a common theme right now. Lots of thinking going on. And maybe the universe has you strung up and it's like, nope, it's not time yet. It's not time. But somebody is going to be eventually needing to take this leap of faith towards their sunshine. All right, I'm going to use my deck, the Ever Unfolding Heart. Change is coming. It's a good change. Do you feel the anxiety? See it as excitement. Change is coming. It's a good change. Crocodile, you are being called to let go of the timing of things. You must wait for the universe to move things for you. You will wake up one day and it will be time. This is again with the hangman. Crocodile says to wait. Hangman says to wait. Okay, so we're living with grace. We're trusting in God. We're knowing that God is going to bring us everything we desire. The divine feminine is being called on to rise and to maybe take some sort of leap of faith. She feels trapped or he feels trapped. She wants to go towards her sunshine, her masculine or feminine, depending on what you are. Gender does not matter, but they're being forced to wait for some reason. All right, let's get an animal card. How long are we going to have to wait? How long is this person going to have to wait to receive their desires? The beaver. This is the family card. Somebody's working really, really hard to figure things out. The beaver is like going overboard. It's like trying to save as much money as he can or she can. And they're trying to figure out their finances. They're trying to figure out their living situations, or they're trying to figure out the leap of faith. Like, how can I leave this job and go to this job? Or how can I leave this person and start pursuing somebody else? I have at least probably 7 clients right now who are married and have met their true person who they really want to spend the rest of their life with. And I shit you not, 7 people are in this situation and they are literally dying because they're in this stuck position going like, how do I initiate this? How do I tell my husband or my wife that I don't want to continue on in this partnership and I have to end things and that I met somebody else? Like, and they want to be honest. They want to say it, or at least they want to say like, this isn't working. We need to separate, and then eventually tell them that they met somebody else and maybe not bombard them right away, just to kind of ease into their nervous system. But the beaver is working really, really hard to kind of like maneuver around the situation. It's a planner. It's getting all of its ducks in a row. Since this is kind of like a relationship reading now, let's see what your person wants to say to you. What does your person want to say to you, whoever's watching? First card, I want to tell you how I feel. Maybe that they know all of this is going on, but you don't know. And that's why you're here watching this reading, because their higher self had you come here to hear all this, that they're wanting to tell you how they feel. I just heard that they're scared they're going to lose you because you're such a catch. They're afraid that somebody else, I want you. They're so afraid that somebody else is going to come along and scoop you up and take you out on a date. I want to tell you how I feel. I want you. What else do they want to say? I thought one fell out there. No? Okay. What else do they want to tell you? I'm afraid to contact you. Maybe they're just nervous. Maybe you just make their knees shake. It's kind of that like high school or middle school type of love. Or maybe they did you wrong and now they're scared to come back because they're worried you might not forgive them. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Yep. They're losing sleep over this. Somebody's losing sleep. That could be the hanged man position. They can't sleep. They're just hanging there being like, what is going on? Why can't I get through this week? I left you before you could leave me. So this comes from a fear of love and a fear of abandonment. So sometimes when people fear abandonment and they fear people leaving them, they will sabotage and they'll leave you to protect themselves, to protect their nervous system, to keep themselves safe. But what they're really doing is they're causing themselves more pain and they're causing you pain. And once they can see their fear is that they fear being left, they can then step into it and say, I'm okay. It's okay if I get abandoned. I'll be okay. I will figure it out. It's not the worst pain in the world. And even if it is, we're humans and we're meant to experience pain. I can handle anything. I can handle anything. Let me embrace this fear of mine, because on the other side of fear is your highest joy. So if you have any fears, just know you want to go towards them. When you go towards your fear, there's so much joy and love and passion right on the other side. But don't get me wrong, it is hard as shit. There's been so many times where I did not go towards the fear and I ran the complete other way. And then there are other times where I stepped through it. I remember my hand, I was holding my phone about to call somewhere for a job and my hand was shaking. And I was alone in my apartment and I wanted to just put my phone down and go take a bath and ignore it and not do it. And I just knew anytime my hand shakes, I'm like, shit, I have to do this. This is the thing that I have to do. And now that I know that, I step through it. And it just takes like 10 seconds. Just do it, Michelle. Just do it. And that could be the I want to tell you how I feel. If this is somebody that, if you're watching or if you're waiting for somebody to tell you how they feel, hold space for them when they tell you. Because if they feel your anxious energy and you're not ready to receive it, they're not going to open up. So you need to hold the safest space for them to open up and just let all the floodgates go. And if you can handle any emotion and any expression, they will do it. So you have to be a safe space for them and let them know that there's no judgment. You forgive them. It's okay. They can say whatever to you. You're not going to throw it back in their face. So having that soft, loving, feminine energy when somebody is sharing a feeling with you is really, really important, because the minute you make it not a safe space, the minute you judge it, the minute you say, oh, I told you so, or I can't believe you're coming back to me with this, the minute you do that, boom, the safe space is gone. They're running the other way. So you want to be calm and say, thank you so much for sharing your feelings. Is there anything more you want to share? That made me feel really good that you opened up and shared with me. You can always share your feelings with me. And that's holding space for somebody. You're reminding them it's okay. You can tell me more. I'll still be here. No matter what you say, I will not run away. Okay, let's get some final cards for this. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot. Divine masculine. This handsome fella, the emperor. He wants to tell you all of this stuff. What are the odds of us getting the divine masculine right at the end of this reading? He's the one that needs to take the leap of faith. He needs to communicate. There's change coming. He wants to go towards you, divine feminine. You are his sunshine, his joy. He's being a crocodile right now, and he's waiting for the right time. And he's scared and nervous to contact you. He wants to tell you how he feels, but he's just so nervous. He's nervous that you won't receive it or that you'll call him out on something. Oh my freaking God, you guys. Hangman again. What is going on? The waiting phase. Oh my gosh. I feel so sorry for anybody who is really feeling this hangman energy. You're stuck. You feel like you just have to wait. So in the waiting, we work on ourselves. We take care of ourselves. The divine feminines rise and we start sharing our gifts and we hold space for others. We work on it. We listen to books. We listen to podcasts. We work on our health. We're meditating. We're connecting back to ourselves. And if you have a couple days where you feel super ungrounded and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going through something, but I'm not going through something, you might be feeling your partner's energy. A lot of times in the twin flame journey, when one person is going through turmoil, maybe they're fighting with their third party, maybe they're having trouble at work, the other partner is at their house feeling like ungrounded. They're walking around and they're like overeating, or they're just feeling a lot of energy. It's because you're feeling what your partner is going through. So it's important for you to ground yourself, go for a walk, meditate, take a bath. And when you feel that anxious energy, it might not be yours. It might be your other partner, because we do feel each other. We do have telepathy. We know when each other is in pain. We know when the other person is missing us. We can feel them pulling on our energy. And then we can also feel when they're running away from us, because that calls us to kind of like, it makes us feel like we're being abandoned. Okay. All right. Wow. This was pretty intense. Change is coming. Divine feminine's being called to rise. The Fool energy, taking a leap of faith towards the sunshine. 2 Hanged Man cards. Sometimes I lay awake thinking about you. I want you. I want to tell you how I feel. I'm afraid to contact you. I left you before you could leave me. So that's ghosting energy. That could just be like leaving conversations, not responding. And then we literally have the Emperor, who is in his Hanged Man energy. He is suspended and he's got no choice, but he's stuck somewhere. All right, lovies, I'm sending you so much love during this Hanged Man energy. Let's take care of ourselves, nurture ourselves, and send love to our person. We don't know what they're going through, so we just want to send them love from afar. All right, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.